Well, we've been shopping in Germany again because it's cheaper than buying a, let's say, copy of their earlier version from China or from the UK, because it's £34 something. It worked out about 29 from there. Smaller than I thought. Made it smaller, put a smaller motor in. So we have the Professional Decoder Tester, which I can use in unison with the programmer, so that I can just plug a chip in directly wired and run the chip, and it's got a speaker in it so you can run through all of the sound functions, or you can put any other type of decoder. There's all the various different decoder sockets and connections on there, and hard wiring for the really older type ones, and obviously that's compatible with any other type of software like my Sprog, but that came £29. And a Fala, hopefully it isn't broken in the packaging, front steering rack, because that looks like it's going to be more complicated to make than most other parts of the car. I don't think you get the little magnet hook, which I've got to get separately. But this one was for, I think, the van, 3500 weight vans, because I have a plan to, well, I've got to get rear wheels and tyres maybe, but to buy my own driven rear axles, because the Fala cars are now over £100 each. The Wiesmann ones are well over £200 each. So I'm going to have a go at converting or making my own vehicle chassis and putting other vehicle bodies on or such like. And I also bought myself a blank 21 pin lock sound decoder, because over here they're about 90 quid and this costs 66. So the logic being that if I bung one of these on every order every so often, the money I save on what I would spend on getting one offsets the cost of the purchase price of the programmer. Plus obviously I can always do someone else's chips as well. So they could just send me the chip and I can plumb it into this, and away we go. So that is it today, I think. Got nothing else. I don't think I've got anything else inbound for the time being anyway. Got to save the pennies for gets, although that will be a long distant memory by the time this video comes to going live. Well, it was a Sunday shootout, I guess. I was just on Amazon last night looking for some batteries to take with me to Gets, because I will have some items there I want to try out, and I thought I'll just have a look, see what other items they've got on Walters, see if there's anything on a deal. And there's an item I've got it on my Model Barn watch list, but they're on reservation because I think most of their Walters stock is sold, and I know a lot of it is over here, so I presume the delivery is coming. And I saw the refinery. Now, if it is the refinery, because Amazon being Amazon, and doubtless the people that sit there and manually list this stuff have no clue whatsoever about what they're listing, selling. No one in the picking warehouse is going to realise that there's an error in the listing, and what it says and what it shows are two different things. Now I was after the oil refinery which it did come up correctly described as in N scale, but in the 00 it's got the correct description as regards to the part number 9333705. Modern cold store warehouse kit, but it shows a picture of the distillation column, I presume it is, in the funnel chimney, and the product details are correct. They state that it is the refinery, but the main heading says it's the modern cold store, which is on my hit list, but I think that's about £65. And I'm not really that keen on spending that much on a kit. Now, I will say the refinery kit has today gone up to £73, which is quite expensive actually. I think it's about 59 normally, and I got this for 56. So I figured even if I have cocked up and I've ended up with a cold store warehouse, I'm still saving £14–17. And if I've got the oil refinery, then even better, because they're now charging 73 quid for it, and I just paid 53. And I've got the HO refinery kit, which is what I wanted. Certainly wouldn't be paying £73.20 for it. Ouch, that is yeah, so I would say crack on, because there was only 2 left when I bought it last night, and I figured, well, like I say, if it was a balls up, I would have probably still kept it as the cold store warehouse, because it was still considerably cheaper than it normally is, and if they've priced the wrong thing incorrectly, I've saved even more money. So yeah, this is now £73.20 and I got it for 56, so get in quick sometimes. So that's another one off the list of many. I think by the time I'm finished I'll probably have shares in Walthers, depending on how much room I end up with. Right, that's it. Well, I think, judging by the label underneath the raw mail label, this is from China, which means it's probably Eve model. I did order 2 lots of containers from them. No. This is, I thought this was coming by Hermes. So we have a building kit. Can't really see much on there, can you? It looks a bit smaller than the last one. I'm going to have to check to make sure they haven't cocked up and sent me the wrong scale. It says 87 on there, but I'll have to check with the other building. But yeah, that was about £20, which I think they're Outland or something very similar. They're obviously die cut from plastic sheet to make a block of flats up near the back windows. It's very similar to that other kit I got a few videos ago. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see if I can insert a picture. Well, a bit of a rush job. I've been out, raw mail delivered, Ivory's just turned up. I've got this one, which is a prepaid postage. I don't know what it is. I've only got a Hornby Victorian terrace house kit to come, which certainly ain't going to fit in this. And what's this? Oh, it's my VIP stuff to get. I thought you had to print all that malarkey off. Oh wow, look at that. I can be one of those lanyard ponce. So I put press on there as well so I can get in early. What we got here? All the gumph. Never got that last year. Good job they got that out in time, isn't it? So it gives it away that this is the week before gets, but the time you see this it will probably be January. So, snuck in here, courtesy of Royal Mail, which I think is his model. Yes, it is. 3HO fridge pack. 3 40-foot reefers. I have bought a single one before, which I think was about £10, and these worked out cheaper buying 3 than they are more basic, detailed. Well, about the same standard as Wolfers or Bachmann ones. Moulded detail, hand painted, I guess. The fridge unit detail is a bit better. We have got some more of those, not these ones, but some more American ones, JB Hunt. In here, I don't know what we're going to have, a little combination job. There's 2 items. I was expecting maybe 3 would turn up in this, but the tracking hasn't confirmed anything. So, one moment, and we're back. So, I have ordered some more of that scatter material. What have we got here? Oh, the little motors. This is another bit. If you recall, I bought the steering gear for the Fowler car system, and there's these little I think they're 4.5 volt motors, and they've got an M 1.7 thread inside. So the plan is obviously to buy some screws that will screw in each end, cut the heads off if necessary, file them down to fit the, you know, the diameter of the axle, so we can put a wheel on each end. And there is our powertrain, and we'll have our steering rack. We just have to figure out how to cram it all into a body of some description. I have also got a mechanical axle coming. Well, they haven't dispatched it yet. I bought it all at the same time, and as you can see, I'm now opening what I bought, and they haven't even processed the other order, so I don't know whether that will be a failed attempt. So this is 1 or 2 items, I don't know, I've got double packed. Feels like this. Just the 1 item, another pair of pliers there for someone else. That's it. So the rest of it I probably won't see until after gets. So catch you on the next one.